Okay. All right. So let's see here. All right. So it looks like the stream is available, but we're not getting any. Let's see here. I'm not getting any picture on my screen, so I'm not even sure if I'm live. Let me make sure if I'm good here with you guys. Let's see. We should be just seeing this. Okay. So I think I'm live. So I don't know what happened there, but things just got disconnected for a bit. So just wanted to make sure if we were good, you know. Yeah. So I was just marking out my key levels here. Liquidities, 12 a.m. highs are yet to be taken. So I'm a little bit anticipating for price to reach for that. You'll notice a little bit of S&T tapped it, didn't tap. So which was the strongest one? Uh, NQ. NQ was the strongest one with relative strength. So down, the lower. Okay. But I'm anticipating this to be referred back to. We also have the pre-market session, so that's what 7 to 7:30, right? Let's see here. Oh wait, let's bring in our fibs. Let's make these a little cleaner here. Okay, I don't want to see this. I want to see this later. 7 o'clock. Seven. Okay, low. Okay, 30. Okay, 30, 31. Highs is here. This high is not taken. So I'm interested to. Oh, we're reaching that now. So I'm interested in seeing this high being reached too. I'm sure I probably reached it by now. Yeah, I definitely reached it by now. And look at where price is heading. Based on that one level, I would have definitely already set this to break even. Yeah, you see, close above equilibrium, treated through the order block. I still think we're gonna reach up there. Okay. Excuse me. All right, and then we're gonna have this happening. We had the range, New York AM high. This is the pre-market session high. Where the heck is my first presented fair value? We're gonna find it right now. All right, nope, 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 nope. I would still consider this a buy side delivery. I believe it's this. Set the colors properly. Where's it? Discount opening, so this would be considered a SIBI. Okay, traded through, reclaim SIBI. So that means sell. Where to? Where to? Where to? You can refer back to these lows from session liquidities. Now hold on, let me. We had lows here. See, you could have inferred Asia's lows or PM lows if you would have thought that, okay, you know what, the lows here are taken. You can refer back to these lows. So from New York pre-market session to PM lows here would have been a good trade. Okay? Logical levels. Think logical levels. Before I wouldn't think about this. I would just hold on. What the heck is this? February tracing. Yeah, before I would just say, well, it's gonna reach towards my 3-hour trade. No, you gotta start attaching these levels into where do you think the draw is. The draw is liquidity, session liquidity. Those are the best forms of liquidity that price can reach for. Uh, Intraday liquidity is okay, but previous session liquidity is better. Get the ORG. We don't have ORG yet. Oh wait, actually we do. We do. Because it's already 9:50. Darn, I'm doing things a little bit late today, guys. Sorry about that. This should have been done before I had even stepped into the market today. But I had some things to do today, so Life gets in the way sometimes, and just gotta adapt. All right, we got the highs, and then we got the lows. Oh, openings. Okay, this is a discount opening, so I want to reverse this my labels. So this would be considered a discount opening, traded through it. So it's a premium array, SIBI, trades back down to consequent encouragement, uses that to go up higher. Okay, very good. Then we'll get the ORGs. Okay. Now we're still creating that first percentage fair value. We probably have it by now, but still, that ORG, how far? Mm, this is good, but then again, no, actually this is good right here. See that busy right there. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. Reverse this. So this would have been a premium opening, so a busy. How did that react on CFDs? I wonder. Let's see here. Oh, shoot, you can't even see it. Actually, I lied. It's this right here. I believe that's this. What candle is this? This is the 932 candle. 932. So let's go to 932. Right here. Yep. So we reacted up here. Didn't come back down to it, and we're seeing price use the 0 GMT opening price as support. Okay, 0 GMT. And we're still anticipating for price to lead up higher. Now at 75%, there tends to be a what should we call it? A retracement towards liquidity. So think of a sell stop speed rate. It's like a stop run, minor stop run for it to continue going higher. Oh snap! What's this? Nice. Excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean to make that much noise. Just sipping on a little bit of coffee here. Now, I don't mean coffee as like with the caffeine and everything, but it's a decaf. So it probably has like a little bit of caffeine in it, but nothing compared to a full cup of coffee. All right, so let's see here. Now that we're a little bit more caught up, more or less, where do we see price? We haven't even created the session highs right here. We're still trading. Well, no, hold on. What am I saying? Let's see here. Time. 9:38. 9:38. Yep. So we've created an intraday high, intra-session high. So it's breaking up through those levels, which is good. And by that time, we probably already reached up to what's this? Pre-market highs. Yes, pre-market highs. So it's interesting how these levels were later referred to after the creation of it on the ORG. So you'll see that here. If I just put them in the folder, you'll see that the PM, sorry, first thing that got created that we were going to refer to were the Asian lows. Okay, Asian lows taken. Then what? PM lows were taken. All the while, we're leaving behind the 12 a.m. highs, pre-market highs. And look at how the market, or IPTA, is going back to attack those levels. We got pre-market taken now. And like I said, we're still trying to aim for that 12 a.m. highs for Mondays. Mark that actually, Monday. And then there's the pre-market highs for Monday as well. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa, what am I doing? This is the Wednesday. Whoops. Wednesday. Wednesday, and then this is the pre-market high from Tuesday. And then this is the 12 a.m. opening on Tuesday as well. Sheesh, I can't believe the week is going by so quick. Okay. All right, we're almost approaching that. Notice how let's find the low. Let's see. 0 GMT open is 22,494.9. The low of that candle is 22,495.7. So a couple of, ticks off. But I still will count that because this is CFD, so there's a bit of an inaccuracy going on around here. Now let's take a look at the so we still got those 12 a.m. levels on the liquidity. Yeah. Okay. I think now it's time for us to start looking into the balanced price ranges that we have created here now. Oh, excuse me for all the mess. I don't think we need this. We don't need this. No, we don't need this either. Okay. So it's 9:57. We're about to reach 10 o'clock. So I want to start referring back to the 8 a.m. sessions. Excuse me, 8 o'clock hour. What kind of composition did we create? We created a high low, higher low, higher high. Excuse me. Okay. What about on ES? What did we create? Or in this case, we'll refer to the S&P 500. Yeah, we created the same thing. High, low, higher, low, higher, high. Oh, hang on. Did we? So we have a high, low, higher, low, higher, high. But yes, failed to make that high. Well. I still think we're going to reach up to those relative equal highs from London. Yeah, that's interesting. That with that US 500, we didn't make that high there. Okay, so now let's see. So now that we've made that, where is the balanced price action? Right here. And I'm referring to this until 11 o'clock, right, from 10 a.m. onwards. Then we have the 9 to 9:30. 9:30. You could argue this order block right here. And this I will refer back to until 10:30. And then you got the 9:30 to 9:45. Okay. Until 10. Yeah, I would have been referring to this. 10:15. Now, excuse me. I like this low to this high. I like the idea that perhaps maybe we can use it as a turtle soup. Let's see here. Would it still be a fruitful? I'm looking for 3-hour trades. 2.5 is not that bad either. Okay, because it's stacked upon this 30 U. So I would like, It's just what I like to see price do, but at the same time, we gotta see this from a higher time perspective. No, I mean this is pretty strong. The fact that we didn't get back into there either. We have a volume imbalance. Like this guy's gonna go. And where is it? Why is it gonna go there? To meet the Wednesday 12 a.m. highs. Okay. And then what's this? This is my opening range. Okay. Look at that. Electronic trading hours, opening range gap. We see it act as an inverse now. This was a what now? This was a premium, so it's discount, so it's busy. Will it be treated as an inverse array? I don't think so. I'm under the opinion that it's not. It's just going to keep going up higher. See, notice I was treating that as support, balanced price range. Now you don't want to get into price right here because that's considered chasing price. You got to think about it like this. There's a little mini dealing range down here from this low to this high. If we set our quadrants and you buy now, this is all premium. This is all sell side. Notice how the equilibrium matches exactly to the 0 GMT opening. You want to get on discount. If you're long, you want to wait for it to get on discount. And that's okay. That's okay. Listen, you're not chasing price. If you can't wait, right, to get into an entry, if you're just like me, you're very impulsive, then look at something else. Look at something else. Get yourself distracted. Leave. Don't put yourself in this situation. The best trade had already occurred from down to this low, and this is not easy. I mean, if this was me back in the fall of last year, I would want to figure out a way to get into it now because I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss price leaving without me. And because I'm still learning how to read, and trying to get more confidence in my grounding and understanding, I am now willing to let it go. Does it still hurt? For sure. It does hurt a lot when you see price react off the levels that you were eyeing and you just can't get an entry, aka today. And you just want to see price go in your favor quickly. Today was one of those days. Yesterday, if you remember, price was not going in our direction. It was like juggling up and down, high resistance liquidity, and it wasn't going in our favor. Which reminds me, actually, I should probably be measuring the opening range now. This looks like about 22 handles, so it's probably going to be a high resistance liquidity run condition. See that we're still kind of heading up there. Now, where is your implied dealing range? From this low to this high, I would probably consider that my dealing range, implied dealing range. Now, where would be your implied measuring gap? It could be here, align it with the consequent encouragement. Could be up there. Okay, what time is it now? 10:05. So we're just completing the 950 to 1010 macro. Notice that this is busy right there. What are we doing in US? Let's see here. This is fun though. Notice I treated 1, 2, dip down to get the sell side, but still treated it as an institutional order flow entry drill. Go up higher. Once it reaches up to those highs, I'm calling the live stream. I'm gonna just close it there. But hey, if you're currently watching this, I really appreciate your time. I really do think the price is gonna head up to those 12 a.m. highs over there. So if you think otherwise, let me know. Let me know what it is that you're looking at. But this is currently what I'm looking at the moment. That we're gonna be heading up to those highs again. These are the 12 a.m. highs that we were referring back to right here. Wednesday's 12 a.m. highs. That's the right thing that we're gonna be eventually heading up to. And yeah, so we'll just see. Again, 12 a.m. highs right here. Let's see here. Can we set up an alarm? That would be so cool if we could. Yeah, it's these highs that I'm referring to. So let's set up a little party hat or something. And then see if price can. And again, we don't have any news today, so um, I'm anticipating to be little to no manipulation. Prices just kind of go to where it needs to go today because it's quiet. It's quiet, quote unquote quiet. Let's see. Set up an alarm when price is crossing up. Let's see here. Value 22,572. 22,572.2. Create. Not every time, only once. Did it go through? Yay, it's active. Okay. So we'll set up an alarm. We'll maybe do like a not every time value notifications. What? Yeah, play a sound. Let's see. I hate the sound. I hate the sound so much. But I think is it the din din din? Oh no. It's the thing. Let's try beep beep. No, let's try. Mm, I think we should try the. Oh, you're not even gonna be able to hear it. Let's try the column. What should we label this as? Message. Okay, so we'll just let price notify us to see if it's going to be reaching up to those levels. Let's take a look at how this refers back to other. %75%. Did we have that stop run? So far, not yet. What time is it now? 10:10. So this is about to expire. let's zoom out a bit, no? Let's go into 5 minutes. Interesting. See how it referred back to the 25% internal range inefficiency level? 125. Need to go higher. This is all based off a type 2 dealing range. If you look at the markets from the perspective of Ali Khan, it was like my third time giving him a shout out. He talks about the different types of dealing ranges that can exist. And that was something that was very beneficial to me because, like, I always thought about dealing ranges and I always felt like you can always find the dealing range anywhere, but distinguishing them in the form of types, whether if it's a type 1, type 2, type 3, really put things into perspective as to how I can, I guess, in a way, put metrics in my analysis. Because sometimes you would find a fair value gap. Great, you found it. How do we react to it? How's the body reacting inside of that fair value gap? There's also kind of different ways that you can distinguish whether one is strong or weak. Same goes for the way you set up your dealing ranges. Some of them are reversals, potential reversal dealing ranges. You can have type 1 instead of type 2, or a type 2 instead of type 1. Or, there's also the type 3. So if we think about our elementary on math, if we have three variables, right, how many probabilities can there be? No, I didn't think about that actually. um, so I forgot if it's like if is that something you do 1 times 2 times 3? I don't know. It's something to do with probabilities, but to find out the different number of combinations that you can have inside of a specific order. Like, for example, you can have a type 1, type 2 instead of type 3, a type 1 range that's inside a type 2 dealing range that's inside a type 3 dealing range. Or you can have a type 1 dealing range inside a type 3 dealing range inside a type 2. It's, I'll have to figure that out on my own time. But um, yeah, so you can have a type 3 dealing range, type 2, or type 1. And type 2 dealing ranges tend to be the ones that are a hint that price could be reversing. So, and type 1s usually tend to be continuations. Type 3 dealing ranges tend to be the ones that are the hard ones, the consolidation ones, where you're trading from extreme discount to extreme premium to extreme discount. Those are the ones that you only want to get involved into those kinds of price ranges. Nice, look at that. If you would have stopped being so greedy, your 3 hour trade would have been met. Well, let's see. I'm watching this with you live as we speak. Let's take a look at the dollar. Dollar is still creating that low. Remember I told you guys about? Our goal has been met. During that Saturday live stream, I was telling you that it was going to hit down to these levels, and bada bing, bada boom, it hit the level 96.962. I've been saying it since 2 weeks ago, Saturday, that we're probably going to be heading down to those lows. So what next? What next? Now we wait. Now we freaking wait and see what it wants to do next. Because it's either going to treat this as a turtle suit, going to go up higher, or is just going to take that liquidity, treat it as a premium rate, and then use that old low as a premium, and then reverse, keep going down lower. Now, why do I think that the dollar is going to keep going even lower? Hang on, let me go back to that view there. Okay. Why do I think the dollar is going to continue to go down lower? Because I've been doing also analysis on the bonds and bonds and interest rates. And the bonds, like I said earlier, that I would have liked for it to see this high get filled. This high is based off the high on May 1st. Okay, so on May 1st's high would be some resting price high liquidity that I believe that the 10-year bond will be reaching to. as well as the 10-year interest rates. Let's see it hit the open float down here for this time being. There's this huge low here from May 1st as well that I think that we're gonna be heading down lower too. And again, anything can happen. So these are just like long trends. I got till September for this to pan out. For what to pan out? For either this extreme high, for either this open float high or this open float low. One of these two is gonna get tapped in the next 60 days. So I'm thinking that we're gonna get hit here, but we'll see. So because bonds will be going up, interest rates will be going down lower. What do you think that's gonna make the dollar do? Why would you want to buy something that's lowering down its value, lowering down its returns? That's the way I see it. If interest rates, right, think of it as like the rate of return for your investment in buying the dollar, which is the investment. Why would you want to buy something that's going down in the APR? It's kind of like when you open up a savings account, right? Everybody wants to pour their money in when you see 3% APY, 4%, 5%. See how it's going up in return? More people want to save their money so they can get a better return on their investment. It's kind of like the same way I see it as a dollar, If you want to see it as like, if you just want to see the interest rates, you want to have a good return on your investment for the dollar, you want to see the interest rates go up along with it. But during this time, it's been going down lower. Interest rates have been dropping. So nobody wants to hold their dollar. People are selling the dollar because of it. So because that's the case, the dollar's going to be going down lower. The stock market has like this kind of inverse effect where it's going to go higher, or it's going to have a risk-on scenario where it's going to have not that much of a challenging path if it were to create higher highs. See that inner market analysis that we have to. So because the dollar is going down, I'm really am interested in how is that affecting other pairs. Like think of it like Euro US dollar. So what do you think is happening there? Euro US dollar is going up. What's another one? USD JPY should be going down. See that? This should be going up too. This should be going down. USD Swiss, Australian dollar versus the US dollar should be going up too. And so try this exotic, but the US Mexican peso, US dollar is going down. I think it's going. This is interesting. This should be. Oh wait, it is. That makes sense. Yeah, it should be going down too. Yeah, see that? Dollar's dropping. Nobody wants to buy dollar, so we have to look at other currencies. Hence the euro, JPY, all that stuff. Now this weekend, this week, maybe after the live stream, I'll probably make some analysis as to where we think we are with forex. I'm just waiting. Like, come on, give it to me. like as if I wasn't part of the trade. Like, give it to me, man. Come on, let's just go. Oh yeah, so let's update our markings. It's already 10:19. So what am I referring to now? So let's see. We have a 10 EM, 10:15, 9:45, right there. Okay, so we have a consolidation. High, low, higher, low. Okay, look at that. So from here onwards, notice how we're back in equilibrium, referring from this high to this low. See how we're using that as support. So you know what? I'm gonna go step out for a moment. I'm gonna leave this here, but I really do think we're gonna head up to those highs. I've set my alarm, so you guys just excuse me for a moment. I'm gonna go get something to eat real quick. But yeah, let me leave a note here saying that this is the price target will be good. So if someone just checks into the live stream, they can just say the highs that we are aiming for. Maybe bigger letters. All right, so I'll see you guys in a bit. And yeah, one moment, please. All right, welcome back, everybody. So I heard the notification and I came back running to my desk as soon as possible. But the highs that we were aiming for were met. See that? Recorded live. And we were aiming for the 12 a.m. Remember, this is future, so it's a little bit of a delayed data. But we were reaching for the 12 a.m. highs. Now, because we did that, I'm looking for price to see if it's still interested to reach on Tuesday's pre-market highs and on Tuesday's 12 a.m. highs. But that will have to be referred back to at a later point. My goal for this live stream was to just see it react out to this uh, buy side liquidity. So we've made the progress. Okay. If we did this, that means the electronic trading hours opening range gap should be treated as discount now. See that? Treated as discount on support, trade it higher. It's just so exciting, guys. Wow, I feel so good. Yes, we could delete that now. All right, so yeah, thank you so much for watching the live stream. I'll definitely be live streaming more frequently now, so maybe I'll set one up tomorrow. We have a short week, so because the holiday here in the U.S. So, anyways, guys, have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, peace out.